They're happy with it. G2 feeling comfortable. Just run the A strat. Stick together. Get in. They have mollies for post plant. Leaf had 2. I believe 1 might have just been used to clear out already as they start going in.
Both Paranoids just came out, so this is a call for C9 to move in and for G2 to hold the post plant. It's planted for a tree as Oxy trying to move in with the Cherub. There's that headshot to Jonah B. There's only 3 players left alive for G2 on his post plant on the attack as Leaf just got spotted at the double stack. Now the shot through the wall, the headshot from Moose. The player's falling down for G2, and C9 has a clean retake to
back up and start messing with a bit of the util.
Well, the util's there first, and then that's easy for Trent to pick up here this Nightfall. So that is going to be that winning condition for G2 to turn it around. As the Leaf is walking up towards the staircase, they don't even need that Nightfall to start. Only Zeppa stuck inside that A site. Vanity thinking that somebody's going to be pushing through, and he reads it correctly. Leaf gets picked off. Moving towards this B site, stopped by Oxy with the pain shells, and now G2's pinched, but they're moving towards where it's weak. There's that haunt to move. Oh, the double ding, but no kill coming through. At least Vanity and Oxy are there to trade it off, and it leaves it down to a 1 versus 1. Phantom upgrade for Trent. He's thinking that Oxy's flanking behind. But Oxy has a correct read. There's a side step that got heard. The backstab execution in the end, and Oxy. So finally they'll know it's a safe plant. Out for A main. Push towards that spawn. Moose was always ready for that.
Yeah.
Gives a chance now for all of Cloud9. Showstopper clears out the site, so they'll know the push is coming in towards the spawn once again at the staircase. Vanity slowly moving through as the rest of the attack on G2 are pushing down that staircase. There's that flank from behind as Trent and Jonah B still got 2 before they fell, leaving Icy alone. 1 versus 2. Nice one tap. Long range there. Comes in for the clutch, and that's a way to step up here in your important game. Once again towards this A site.
Pushing forward a bit into stairs. Moose reads that Leaf is going to be playing outside B, so they're going in 5v4 on the retake.
And I've identified here this aggressive push that's been going out towards that staircase consistently, and Jonah P gets that pick onto Vanity. But there's more players to try to help out. First off, defending the lockdown first. Nice little satchel there from Oxy to move forward to get that pick on Jonah P, but he gets caught by Icy as he was reloading. Looking for that second one on top of the staircase. A tap onto the spike from Zeppa. Snake bites going in towards the tree, but the crossfire has still been set up, doubled up here towards that tree side. But it is going to be C9 land up the scoreboard for a bit until it's a 1 versus 1, until there's no time left. Valen holds it tight, plays the time. You're trying to do some 50 pop damage here with the Sheriff, and Zeppa falling behind with the Stinger. Leaf moving forward with the Odin. The elbow pointed out from Moxie, and that's an easy kill. Now Paranoia pushing forward. Nice TP moving in from Valen to get that pick, and that stack coming in from the C9 side rather.
Really throw G2 off. Again, they can't guiding light or trailblazer things, and if they dizzy, it's got to be almost be a returnable dizzy, right? A way that it can bounce back and just continuously put pressure on the map without having to care about utility.
Yeah. With G2 tying up the game, you definitely could see here that they're definitely not nervous.
No.
In this game head-to-head. Nice damage being done by
Great
Moose.
damage there.
For C9, so you're going with a half buy, just trying to use your rifles here or the submachine guns that you bought, but Showstopper still gets invested. Lands onto Jonah P, but Icy once again is there. Counter Showstopper on the attack for G2. Moving in individually now for C9. Nightfall invested for G2 on the pulse plan. It lands with 2, so they identified a third one being Moose outside on that A side. Breaking that door, taking him down, and now Rooney's left alive. Lockdown now being used to delay even more coming out from Moose, and that's going to push everybody back here towards these players.
Beautiful.
Oxy getting ready. There's that first headshot there. The Odin is down from Leaf. Pain shells to push him back, and he makes some noise to fake that he's falling back. Well, he has that support from Zeppa close range. No util to help out, so this allows Oxy to pop off, leaving out Zeppa on against Jonah P.
To A.
Great rotate from Rooney.
10 seconds
Read that
left.
like a book. Here's the footsteps. Hello, goodbye. C9 with the round. Finally.
So we go back to the retake here for C9. Rooney can jump right in and throw the ult down if they want, but do they have the position?
The boom bot missed, but Zeppa and Trent and also Jonah P are going back and forth inside that A side. Throw kill right here from Leaf's position at the revolving door. Haunt being thrown here towards that back. Door gets opened up, but the wall came down. Oxy popped up and looking to clear towards that back of the site.
Oh dear.
Tap on that spike, a stick on that spike, and Trent's moving around the corner. Lands that shot. It's almost getting defused, and now you're forcing him off of it. Vanity gets that pick. It's down to a 1 versus 1. Classic left hand to Trent. Missed the first shot. It's that half. Trent gets the headshot too. Very similar for C9 too. Only 2 ghosts wielded in this round with lots of util on their side to try to work the A side, but it's a walk contact instead. Can get the trades as Trent lights up 3 to start things off. And Leaf is looking to fight it. Here's a reload, goes for that swing. Now there's Trent trying to bait out the shots. He lands that one, but that's beautifully done so that Leaf could come out.
He found out Jonah just goes for defuses. They're going to toy with him now.
And a smoke on top of that. Nicely done here for G2, not to try to chase down that kill and just play the round and get the round into your favor.
The back. See what happens over here towards A if they can dictate this too.
And they're trying to with the lower buy, pushing forward towards this A entrance, and it's G2 once again with the upper hand.
Yeah.
Jonah P with the headshot after on the Vanity, upgrade into a weapon.
One enemy remaining.
And it's not looking good. Zeppa, last piece left behind for Cloud9. Mosh to try to clear out some space. It does hit 2 of them, force them to fall out. But G2's very good. Be away, allowing here, cutting noise, killing time for Moose to be able to fight behind whenever he can. Here's the reload, and Jonah P was ready for that. Turned around, but was still caught in a reload in the end. And that may be difficult now for G2 to retake this site. Icy has to focus now on 2 different angles as his teammates are falling down here towards B. Nice little pick by Trent towards that top. But it gets traded out now by Zeppa against Trent. They're finally C9 and catching the lurk here from Moose off guard, and he was counting on his turret for him to do the same type of play. But he's playing against 2 players now. You're forcing lurks to come out from C9, and it gets picked right away. So this might now force C9 to move towards the C site where this KG utility is. Nothing is looking good here for Cloud9.
Enemy remaining.
Leaf is there with the Odin as well, and Zeppa once again, Paranoia dodges it. Haunt as well. Smoke covers his tracks, and you won't be able to do much there until he swings out in that first smoke, but all of G2's already moving forward.
Ooh, how's he live?
Wait, he's dodging his
How's
shots.
he live?
Bullets left.
How are you live?
Coming through finally there, and Leaf gets the Odin spray. For Zeppa to grab this orb and potentially a plan for a thrash, but G2 has weaponry. G2 has ult. C9 only has a stinger, and nicely done. Looks like G2, they want to bring the fight now to Cloud9. Look at the bodies drop now for C9. Silas Moose is trying to see the round for his team. 2 kills to his name, but Jonah P stops him there. And G2 gets the first match of this series. Paranoia now to answer back here on the attack that blinds the whole group of Cloud9. Finally, we start tempoing inside that site, and there is that flank coming through, weighted by Zeppa, but his teammates in the front line.
3 into sight. There it is.
Recon Dart, Hunter's Fury also to clear out the space, knowing that you have a lower buy, and you could close the gap now with the stingers on your bonus. Well done here, connects onto Vanity, but Vanity was able to drop one before he falls. Oxy trying to find an opening here through the smoke as his dash is about to dissipate. Icy gets that pick onto Zeppa though. Rudy's still in the back of that site at towards, but with the kills that you're getting, that's free upgrades for the press forward and just tempo up. Well, Oxy is now at the point on that retake. Leaf is just waiting there. Drake comes out from Rooney. That's a weaponing where there's only Jonah P behind.
Well, Paranoia usage if they can get that over towards Jenny. Can't play off it really. Doesn't hit too much in sight. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, they threw it towards the generator and was there to crossfire against his teammates too. And I don't think Vanity could do a joggimo right here with the Omen back to the site, which is great here to allow C9 to have those 2 players to start fighting from the spawn. He's just waiting for the drop call, and there it is. Calls it at the beginning, does some damage. There's that flood back from the spawn side, but denied by Trent once again. Moose in the back, and Trent gets 3 in the round for him. Wow. Rooney and Vanity just looking to spray. Silver lining is this Paranoia. Maybe that could do some work. Double bounce through. Jonah P closes the gap. Vanity gets the pick. 4 kills in a round. Trent cannot get the ace. Rooney gets the last 2 picks.
Second Fury.
Seconds left.
But no contact on that second Fury. Oxy gets that pick though onto Icy. Shock darts coming through from the top of the entrance of the A side. Updraft trying to stay alive, and he does. Valen dropped out to the spawn. Jonah P wins that fight against Vanity on the top of tree. The rest of C9 looking to fight back, but they don't have that Paranoia to work with anymore. Oxy trying to lean out and comes head-to-head against Trent. Drops down towards that site to find information, and he will do. A crossfire setup from Jenny and from Hell, but the shots are coming in. The kills are coming in for G2 as they have a great round here on the post plant. And for him to be able to fight, he tried to. Couldn't dash away down to now 9 HP.
He's got to be calling for an overgrowth, right? Heal me, heal me.
Can't right now because of the null command. But at least C9 gets 2 picks coming through. Plant now coming down for G2 as we overextended towards that spawn. Confident in the plays. The lurks denied. The retake clean for Cloud9, not needing.
Odin for Vanity gets pulled up. I was gonna wonder when they play the Odin, he gets a kill off it right away.
And the second one from Oxy. There's that op that they wanted right away. Took an eco. A second round updraft.
Oh, wow.
And he's getting spammed and hit by a molly.
And they play so much more confident. I mean, look at this already on the other side of the wall for C9.
But Zeppa's alone if they clear it correctly, but they don't. It's traded out, and there's that backside from Moose. Trades it out, and there's only one left, Jonah B. Jonah P couldn't spot him. Neither did Rooney. Plays the angle, and there's that gun sticking out. Vanity with the Odin kill in the first one and the last one. Finally closing the gap also.
Word. They're almost considering if it's too fast, but they stayed decisive on this one. They're going to let Vanity be able to TP over if they need him.
Oh, gets caught here while he drops off the box. That's a 1-for-1. There's that Hunter's Fury. A little bit too late, though. That allows here Oxy to get that pick into main. A ping onto 2. Cover it first. There's that plant. Which means that both G2 players might have to play within the site towards hell. Counter paranoia out from Valen, and the drop. Not given a chance to set up, so he's gonna have to anchor it up, but looks like G2 wants to pass out here towards the garden. There's that flash towards heaven, and actually blinds Icy, forced the fallback. Backstab though onto Moose. Never caught him. Nice second one there onto Rooney and avoids the dog.
What?
This Leaf is holding towards the A main, instantly pops it right after as a plant comes down. Turret now being broken. Contact in the front. Contact also towards Generator. But it's G2 still holding their grounds in the post line, leaving Oxy and Zeppa. The last 2 players now for Cloud9 on the top of heaven, waiting for that lockdown to dissipate, and finally it does. But it's just too much spray to happen. Finally, Zeppa tries to make a play. But that's the only play he's going to be able to make. That they've pulled in the past with a different team. Are also going to try to leverage this with a single initiator. A Sky Flash to find first contact, walking through towards the mark, and that's 3 players of G2. Looks like the plan was red and ready. But Leaf with 3 red clicks! He gave the play at first with the nanoswarms. There's those 2 smokes going towards that back, forcing the players out in the open for Cloud9. First contact being Rooney, denied by Valen. Dropped in the spike, a wraparound, moves to the 1 versus 1. Spike now, tap now off it. Valen trying to run around his Boost is playing the clock in his favor. Chasing him down, hunting him down, and there's no time left. Boost dances away and gets around here to Cloud9.
That'll be the first time I've ever seen him move high-low just over Valen as he's on dice. This B main control can get funky real quick too for Leaf. There it is.
Now with the wall too, and the flash came across, instant spray that gives information there that his player sports tree after Jonah P threw that flash. Also gets that pick. Trades coming through, 1 player left. And Jonah P's finding some footing here in this defensive half for G2. Towards his B side, paranoid towards the market. Oxy trying to get an opener. Double flash coming through. Snakebite now keeps the players of G2 at bay.
Okay.
Inside the market, giving a chance now for them to move inside B. It's a 1-for-1. Oxy trades it out for Vanity as they allow here Cloud9 to get that plant inside this B side.
Actually, they're in sight. Now it's going to be the operator retake, which makes it that much harder if you're stuck in this choke point. Dashes in, 1 goes down, the Valen drops.
And they know there, the dash came across, and that's Icy holding the op in hand. And Oxy's going to try to find him. Second flash coming through from the spawn. It's a 1-for-1. Make that a 2-for-1.
Can he get out? They've really been going towards mid, controlling, I think.
And as they're trying to make noise on this side, they haven't really committed yet. Trying to make noise back towards this A side. The smoke dissipates. The double peek out through the smoke. 1 versus 1 against Jonah P. Now they're here to rotate towards this A side. Even a spike's moving through. Oh, this is going to look difficult now. The rest of C9 towards the A side have to move up quick here while this plant is coming down. And Oxy's still able to find some space and getting the pick off onto Leaf. Give me a chance right now for C9 to work around that map. But now it's all up to Rooney alone inside that site. The opportunity, the window of opportunity now for G2 to try to win that fight against him. Underhand flash to try to clear it. Still the walk for the flank from Vanity. Rooney wins that fight. Very well done in the end.
Oh my gosh.
There you go. You start seeing them falling back. Forcing out G2 to make a play. Trying to go and look for information. Now they slot Icy towards that back at the site. Oh no, they're still going for it. After finally the players falling down towards A main, control of B main throughout all of this time, so they have to start making a lot of noise and will run through uncertainty. Shots missed, but Valen's there with that stinger. Players falling down now for Cloud9. Owl drone from Trent does get that ping onto Rooney, and the crossfire is too good. 10 seconds left, a thrifty round in favor of G2.
G2 is playing safe towards A. It's going to be the dash in from Oxy again.
Yeah, the timeout's trying to get that paranoia out into the Jenny. But the crossfire is always too good now as Dicey goes over the updrap in the air. Thunder's Fury out on the defense. Advantage for Cloud9. Plant down.
Creeping in.
Cool, the counter there. The alert from Moose. Advantage for Cloud9. The full team hit with a late alert from Moose once again onto middle later on. Dash coming through from Icy inside the spawn from the B site, or vice versa. And Icy gets the second one on the board. For more kills here. He's trying to hunt it down towards the top of the staircase inside that market. Big push coming in towards that spawn, and that's Moose on the alert, gets denied. And giving a chance now for G2 to close down and close out this round. Right now, both and last players are pinned. Between all four players of G2. Nothing really that Rooney could do
in that duelist trade. It kind
of that A side. Smoke now on the attack, also to allow Vanity to TP back and give a chance here for Cloud9 to push inside this A site. Valorant though with 2 picks from the back as Oxy and the rest of Cloud9 are entering inside A. Wall now, door now broken. It's not clear. 2 kills out for Cloud9. Up to Felon alone. There's that first pick. 8 bullets left. The dog being pushed forward as they spot him. Vanity with the Odin cannot get the spray. A topper from Zeppa. A high-low. And Zeppa gets the pick. And we're going into extra innings. Gets heard into B main. Oxy's pivoting back here with Moose in the back of the B site. Dash now activated. G2 trying to split inside this B site. Icy and Leaf getting openers now. Watching the flanks. Zeppa cannot find the timing to help anything for Oxy. So you're hoping for him to go nuclear and he can't. Zeppa though gets traded out and Rooney is too late to come back to assist his teammates. Stuck now on a 1 versus 3 as Trent gets that plant. Orb now up. Jonah waiting by the logs. And G2 are poison orb out. And there's mollies and nanoswarms actually preventing G2 from moving out. But there's a double nanoswarm on the whole side of the lane. As G2 finally has an opportunity to fight back as the smoke comes down. Moose answers back. Trent towards that spawn. From the spawn into the B main as the spike's planted inside the B site. Underhand flashes galore. Oh, the try by
What
Odin!
in the world?
But saying tucked in at hell and at heaven. Now, as you're scaling up here towards the generator, the crosshair set up here for the pick, but it's Icy that opens it up, and those 2 positions get fully denied from the pathing that G2 had towards the generator. Rune catching one, but then gets traded out by Valen. Zeppa, no opportunity to catch some players on a reposition off the post plan, shooting behind 2 players. In between 2 players towards the hell, and that's it. Here from the garden. Flashes out to counter out from Zeppa. As there's a stalemate for now. Zeppa now out of util, denied here by the knife being thrown. Just trying to run that clock down as his teammates unfortunately are falling down towards the A main. Double L setup at the same time. Moose trying to fight back towards the tree. There's that smoke, the double drop. It might be it right here. Vanity, Moose left alone. Stuck onto the spike. Halfway through, picked off, and G2 with the pick on the rise as they move forward into stage 1 playoffs.